Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and today I'm going to talk about these power units I use. These are not generators, though they may advertise them that way. They're actually portable power supply units. I'm going to tell you all about it, which one I like the best. These are smaller ones, and at the end I'm going to tell you why you really need to find a good source to buy them from. So let's get right into this. Now these two, there's two of them back here. You probably can see it that way. These are 300 watts, and they're heavy. They weigh about 7 pounds. And this one's got a light, a built-in light, and it's got bells and whistles. If you can find them now, they're running close to $200 and $300. Now, for some reason, last year when I bought them, they had them for $119, and they're great. They've got fans that are in there, so if the motor gets too hot, like I said, they're 300 watts. Now, the reason I've got 3 of them here right now is because this one died. This one fell in a bucket of water. It wasn't anybody's fault but my own. But it's gone, it doesn't work. But when I went back to buy another one to have, I ended up buying this one. So like I said, this one's got lights and it's a little bit more wattage, 300 watts. What it is the battery stores that much and starts that much. So it runs pretty good. It comes with a big unit that you have to plug in, of course, to charge them. So you got to remember, you've got to get these things charged up. And when I was charging these up, they seemed to get a little hot. And so I was concerned on that in the house. And I used to sit this on top of a coffee mug, just sit it on top while it was heating up. I looked it up and it said it was common, that it would get that hot. Let me put this back. So I thought, my heart was broke. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I love my 300 watts. So I ended up buying this one. This one is 200 watt. This one came, of course, with the unit. Look how light it is. It's like oh my gosh, it's like a toy, and I love it. This one came this way, came with a plug, a power plug like I showed you. Came with something you can adapt to your car. Came with another adapter for a cigarette lighter. And then it came with a little light that you can plug in. Now, what a lot of people use these for actually are for camping. So when they go camping, they want to plug in their laptop, they want to charge up their phone. This has got so many great features on it, I can't rave about it enough. Because it's not just for me, and I'll show you this in a minute. Actually, I'll show you why we talk. It's not just about me using this in the garden to make holes, but this one is just so lightweight. It's got a simple on and off switch. This one's got buttons, and so did that one. You had to press the button and make sure that it was on. It was on AC, DC. This one is very simple. It's got a DC power button. It's got an AC button, and it's on. The battery is now on. I've only had to charge this thing. I've had this for almost 2 months now, and I've only charged it like 3 times. It seems like it really holds a charge. My soldering iron doesn't pull that much. They're only, 40 to 60. This one's a 30 watt, actually. Heats up very nice and quick. I can take this anywhere in the yard. It's a dream. Now, the reason I like it is for an emergency. Like right now, we've got some pretty bad weather. We could lose our power. So at night, if my phone battery was dead, I could charge up my phone. It's got USB ports here. You can charge up your phone. The other thing is, if your internet's working, but your power's not on, you can plug your internet in here, the box, and then you can run your internet if you had to use your internet. And another way I use it is when I want to set up a fountain for the birds, the hummingbirds or any birds, I can get a small pump that runs very low wattage, and it will run for a week on that because you're only going to flick it on during the day and then turn it off in the evening, and it runs fountains beautifully. There are just so many benefits to this as far as an emergency. So I ended up with 2 of these, so I can drag one out in the yard and do my thing. And the other thing is, I take this outside and I plug my Wise Cam in it, because it's got, of course, the outlet, and it's so low voltage that it can run a week. And I only run them at night so I can see what animals are going through. So then when the battery is low, you go ahead and charge it up, and this one charges so quick. Some of these could take 5 to 6 hours. This 300 watt, this one charges in a couple hours. It seems like it's just charged 1, 2, 3. I think it's hot enough, I'm not sure. But oh yeah, see now there's holes in a cup. I didn't want to put holes in there. Look at that. This has just been a dream because I can go out into the garden and I can go ahead and make sure you keep your hot soldering iron on something that's not going to burn anything. But I can go out in the garden, I could just make holes anywhere I want. If you had a small drill, you can plug in a small TV, like a 32-inch TV. And like I said, you can plug in a lamp if you had a lamp, and you could run it all night if you had no power. There's just so many things you can do with it. Of course, you have to turn it on. There it is. There it goes. See, the light bulb went on? See? You got light. There's just a lot of things. So as far as my favorite unit, now that I've had a few of them, I'm going to have to say my favorite unit is this one. Now, this one, like I said, is lightweight. Just practically put it in your purse, put it in the back seat of your car, take it with you camping any place you want to go. It's 200 watts. It's got all the outputs that you need. It charges on this side, which is really a nice feature to make sure that when you charge it, it's right here. Now, why I like that is some of these other units I was reading online, people, like this one does charge here, but that one charges in the front. If you plugged your charger in the wrong one, you could blow it up. Now, people have blown out their units by charging it wrong. You can't miss. This is where you put in, so the power goes in. This is all this where the power comes out. The other thing too is where to buy them. Now, that is the tricky thing. This one is by Flash Fish. That's the name of it. These are actually, I do believe they're knockoffs that are supposed to be like a Jackery. Jackery is a name brand. It will cost you more. And if you want to get one, of course, invest and get whatever one you want. Think about how much power you really need. I don't need more than 200 watts. This one is a kind of a name brand. It is Flash Fish, and they do have a company that sells on Walmart, and I do believe they sell everywhere else. I'm going to tell you a story about that. This one, I have to say, is so well built, so nice, so compact, and you can plug two things in at the same time. You can have where it's got the 3 prongs or 2. This has been great. Now, the only thing I'm going to ask you to do is whenever you decide to get one, know where you're getting it and watch the price. This price can go anywhere from as low as about 106, it shouldn't go any lower, all the way up to almost 200. I've seen it that much of a price fluctuation. The company itself, Flash Fish, sells on Walmart as third party. And they do change their pricing constantly. There's probably a reason for it, but it'll be 116 one day, 106 another day. I haven't seen it 106 for a couple weeks now. It can go to 160, 120. It will bounce around. Check it if you're going to buy it there. They have free shipping with Walmart. At least I got free shipping. And then buy it at that price, because here's the thing. Walmart has a return policy on it. You can return it to Walmart. Always check the box, click on it and make sure you can return it to Walmart. Same thing if you buy it from Amazon, make sure you can return it to Amazon, Target, wherever you're buying it from. Because, here comes the story. I went on a few weeks ago and I was all excited because I saw Flash Fish put it on sale for $78. I thought, oh my gosh, $78, I'm gonna get another one. I don't care, just sit it somewhere and I know where it is when I go to grab it. As soon as I bought it, I noticed the ad flicked, it changed, which made me a little nervous, but they sent me a tracking number. And then it just didn't look right. I went back to $116. So I called Walmart and I said, I want you to look at something, just look at it. And I said, it looks like, to me, after analyzing what happened, that somebody hijacked the ad. So she looks it over and she said, oh, I'm going to refund your money. And I said, oh, okay, why, what's wrong? There was a problem. So they knew that it got hijacked, but they immediately gave me the full refund for that one. And even with the tracking, they knew it. It took 3 weeks, like just recently, for the unit that was being sent to me to come out, which ended up in Montana. So I called the post office and they were just so gracious to go through it, and they looked it up and they said, no, it went to the right address. And I said, maybe it did, but they sent me the tracking. And she said, well, what did you buy? And I told her it was a power supply unit. And she said, does it weigh 5 ounces? So it's really good that Walmart stepped in and refunded the money right away. So wherever you're getting it, be careful. I even worry a little bit right now about eBay, because when they send the tracking and it shows delivered, I don't know how you're going to deal with some companies. with them, they immediately jumped in because they saw that something had happened with them. But all in all, it says flash fish. I've bought a couple of them. You can go online to Walmart if you want to get it from Walmart. A lot of stores carry it. Look on Home Depot, Lowe's. I even saw Best Buy sells a different type. They all have their own type, but what you're looking for is a portable power station. This one's by Flash Fish. It's 40,800 mAh. Solar generator, oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. And it's portable for camping, traveling, and emergency. And today, it's $114.99, where the other day it was $130. Like I said, it goes up and down. The other thing I wanted to say is I did buy the solar panel, which you plug in here. And then you can put it out on a nice sunny day, and it will slowly trickle charge back your battery. So if you were camping, you could charge this up if you started to use a lot. Let's say you're using a TV. I don't think you'll be using a microwave, but whatever you're using and you saw the battery was going low, that you wanted to charge it, you can plug in your solar panel, which costs about, it's under $100, and it will trickle charge. Now, you can't use the solar panel charging it at the same time. Let's say charge up your phone. You'd have to charge it first, unplug it, and then you could go ahead and use it. So keep that little thing in mind. And that's it. So I just wanted to kind of show you this, and I think it's a great emergency unit to have. You lose power, plug something in, keep everything charged, and this has been the best. So with that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. I don't even know if I can live without this now. Love this little unit.